ठीक है। तो आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे इंडस्ट्रियल सेफ्टी एंड सेफ्टी स्टैंडर्ड का पहला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। ठीक है। तो कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट में पहला स्टेटमेंट, बेकिंग सोडा इज यूज्ड इन फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर। ठीक है। दूसरा, क्विक लाइम इज यूज्ड इन मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ ग्लास। तो बोथ ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट। ठीक है। दूसरा क्वेश्चन, कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट रिगार्डिंग सेफ्टी ड्यूरिंग डिमोलिशन ऑफ ए मल्टी स्टोरी बिल्डिंग। फॉर डिमोलिशन नीड नॉट proceeded multi-story by story। ये स्टेटमेंट गलत है। फ्लोर ओपनिंग नॉट यूज्ड फॉर मटेरियल कैस्ट should be enclosed and adequate guard rail। तो ये सही है। थर्ड, before demolition starts all lath and loose plaster shall be stripped off throughout the building। ये true है। adequate and well stripped lateral barking shall be provided for walls। तो hence C option is correct। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, कंसिडर द फॉलोइंग प्रोविजन रिगार्डिंग सेफ्टी ऑन हाईवेज where major improvement work may also be in progress। First statement is highly visible barricades to avoid falling of vehicle in deep interspace ahead including drainage। Second statement, wire net provision to ward off road slippage। Third, signage for wild animal crossing like deer, elephant etc. Signage on minor gradient। and the correct option is 1 2 and 3 only। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, व्हाट टू डू इफ द बिकम डार्क ड्यू टू पाउडर आउटेज एट वर्क प्लेस। तो पैनिक नहीं क्रिएट करना है, अल्टरनेट लाइटिंग प्रोवाइड करना है और स्टेयर के यूज़ करना है, ऑल ऑफ द अबव। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, केयर मस्ट बी टेकन व्हाइल यूजिंग ए हैमर एट जॉब। ठीक है। व्हाट डू यू यूज़ फॉर रेस्पिरेटरी प्रोटेक्शन। फिल्टर रेस्पिरेटर यूज़ करोगे आप। व्हाट इज़ द रेंज ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट कॉज ए हार्ट कंडीशन विल रिजल्ट ए इंस्टेंट डेथ। तो आप आई थिंक 10 to 20 मिलियन, 10 से 20। ठीक है। तो 1 से 8 तक आपको बस थोड़ा सा शॉक फील होगा और 8 से 15 तक पेनफुल शॉक होगा। ठीक है। बट आप पे नर्व सिस्टम कंट्रोल है। बट 15 से 20 मिली या जैसे ही आपको करंट लगेगा आप इंस्टेंटली डेथ हो जाएगी। ठीक है। फुल फॉर्म ऑफ एमसीबी यूज इन इलेक्ट्रिकल वायरिंग फॉर प्रोटेक्शन पर्पज विच इज ए मैनिपुलेटर सर्किट ब्रेकर। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, ए टेम्पर्ड जॉब इज कूल्ड व्हाइल ग्राइंडिंग इट बाय यूजिंग विच इज वाटर। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, ए पर्सन सफर्ड शॉक शुड नॉट बी मेड टू ड्रिंक विच इज ए नन ऑफ द above। ठीक है। What measures should be taken in order to protect our fingers while lifting and placing any heavy loads from the surface, keeping the wooden bumpers। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, ए पर्सन स्टक विथ इलेक्ट्रिक वायर इज सेपरेटेड बाय ड्राई वुड और रबर ग्लव्स। ठीक है। क्लोथ्स दैट आर यूज्ड while working in a workshop are apron, shoes and gloves। What should be placed on a bun which is all of the aloe vera, water or dry sterling dressing। ठीक है। Question, which of the following things should be present in first aid box which is all of the above, gauge, bandage, adhesive tape, pairs of scissors। ठीक है। all of the above। In first aid applying pressure at stop a bleeding becomes क्या होगा, safe। ठीक है। If a person get electric shock, what should be the immediate action। सबसे पहले डिस्कनेक्ट द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट करेंगे। ठीक है। अनसेफ वर्किंग हैबिट ऑलवेज एंड अप इन लॉस ऑफ क्या, पर्सनल इंजरी। फॉर विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सेक्टर टू कंप्रेसिव सेफ्टी एंड हेल्थ स्टेटस फॉर regulating occupational safety and health at workplace exist at present in India, which is mining, factories, ports and construction। Consider the following statement regarding safety during demolition of a multi-story building। तो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट, demolition need not proceed multi-story by story। second, floor opening not used for material cat should be enclosed with adequate guard rail। Before demolition start, all length and loose plaster shall be stripped off throughout the building। Adequate and well stripped material brass shall be provided for all. ये ऑलरेडी कर चुके हैं, सी ऑप्शन होगा, ठीक है। दोबारा क्वेश्चन पूछा। नेक्स्ट पढ़ते हैं, विच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्रिंसिपल रिफर्स टू होम may be affected by the action of the company that that affect health, safety or the environment and refrain from taking reprisal against employee who report dangerous incident to management or appropriate authority, which is informing the public. What immediate action is recommended in case of severe bleeding? ठीक है, make the patient to lie down and rest. Second is rising injury part above the level of the body. C, applying pressure to the wound. जहाँ घाव लगा वहाँ pressure apply करेंगे, ठीक। और all of these करेंगे, ठीक। इसमें से मतलब all options is correct. Dash used for safety of hand, जैसे hard hat, ठीक है, और helmet और cap सब यूज़ करेंगे। हेंस ए और बी, हार्ड हैट और हेलमेट यूज करें, ये सर के लिए। ओवर फॉर सेफ्टी ऑफ लेग, तो उस लेग के लिए क्या करोगे, लेदर शूज पहनोगे आप। यूज फॉर सेफ्टी ऑफ आई, तो ऑलवेज गोगल्स या ग्लास फेस शील्ड, इनमें से कुछ भी आप पहन सकते हो, ऑल ऑफ दी। यूज्ड फॉर सेफ्टी ऑफ बॉडी विच इज कवर रेल्स, ग्लव्स, अपैरेंट, तो ऑल ऑफ द above, ठीक है। ऑलवेज वाइल ग्राइंडिंग, तो क्या करना है, स्टैंड ऑन द साइड ऑफ द व्हील, ठीक है। द फर्स्ट एड इज इन केस ऑफ स्नेक बाइट इज, तो क्या करोगे, टाई क्लोथ अराउंड द वुंड एंड कट द वुंड टू ब्लीड एट द ब्लड, ठीक है, ब्लड आप निकाल दोगे। मटेरियल यूज्ड इन प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट इज, विच इज क्या, टिन, कल्चरल आयोडीन और बर्नॉल और डिटॉल, ऑल ऑफ द अबव। If a person faint due to suffocation, the first aid to be given is which is place him on a well ventilated location. Which of the following should not be brought in a first aid kit? तो eye dressing आती है, sorry, the correct option is a handy headache tablet. What is the first action if colleague victim received a heavy electric shock? तो switch off the current immediately. The first aid box should be properly equipped and kept in easy access place. If a worker has suffered from electric shocks, he should be kept warm and covered. A victim of electric shock is unconscious and not breathing. In case of victim's mouth is closed tightly, which method of artificially respiration is more suitable? इसका first method and Holger Nielsen method. What is a CPR in safety? तो आपको पता है कार्डियो प्रिलिमिनरी रिलैक्सेशन, ठीक है। आगे देखते हैं, if a patient does not respond to mouth resuscitation treat, a first insider should immediately be seek medical help. Person preparing electrolytes should wear all above safety devices, goggles and other face shield, rubber boots and gloves. What is ABC of first aid, which means the airway, breathing and circulation? And the next one, to prevent thief of electricity, the precaution taken is to seal the energy meter movement, to seal the energy meter terminals, to provide supplies fuse after the energy meter, hence all of the above. To test the person who come in contact with electricity, say main switched off. If the fire is caused due to oil, petrol or electric fault, the type of extinguisher used is which is a CTC. During electrical work, which one of the following avoid electrical shock, which is a dry wood? The induce low voltage in metal equipment which causes slow electric shock can be prevented by using which of the following I rules keeps important to the resignation restoration of the victim of electric shock, which is a cut out rule 44. If the magnitude of the current passing through the human body is as follows, then there is no feeling of shock less than 1 milliampere. Which of the following are damage that can be happen to a person due to electric shock? ठीक है, प्लास्टर ऑफ बर्निंग ऑफ द फ्लैश, ये भी कार्डिक अरेस्ट एंड डेथ, ये भी हो सकता है, शॉर्टनेस ऑफ ब्रेथ, ये भी सकते हैं, ऑल ऑफ द above. Which of the following is a precaution to be taken while using electrical equipment? ठीक है, तो no naked wire should be grabs, naked wire used for other wire should be grabs, work with only naked wire. तो ये I think what ये होगा सही, ठीक है. A hospital essential electrical system must be comprised of which of the following two separate system, which is an emergency system and equipment system. What kind of shoes are used for electrical work? तो आपको पता है कि leather shoes with thick rubber sole. What is the simple and easy method to artificial respiration? तो आपको पता है mouth to mouth method. What are the parts of fire sound signal system, which is smoke and heat detector, bells, DCM panel, alarm, battery, etc. In case of arc building, dash should be used to protect the eye, which is a black glasses cover. What first action will be taken if person faint? Is check the person's breath. Which of the following term is not a part of 5S system, which is swap? तो 5S क्या है? Siri, sort, Seton or Siso, Scatoso, standard Eric or sustain. ठीक है. Freezing current is the increase in the value of current which causes a muscles contraction of a person exposed to an electric shock and prevent it from being separated from the current source. What is the approximate range of the freezing current? Is 10 to 40 milliampere. What is the enclosure used in electrical equipment to ensure that people do not accidentally come in contact with its live part called, which is a guarding? If dash current flow through the human body, if it effects are reflected in form of respiration problem, I think B option correct. It is 20 milliampere to 30 milliampere. Option correct. The resistance of wet skin of human body in the range, which is in 1 kilo ampere. Yeah. What are the insulating gloves made of the PPE? Yeah, PPE designed to electric work electrical is PPE, which is a rubber. Which of the following factors are helpful in the intensity of electric shock? A. Body resistance, weather condition, magnitude of current, contact time, which is all option is correct. Sorry, all statement is correct. Yeah. Next question पढ़ते हैं. What will the effect if the natural wire of the phase is shortest? तो hence high current flow and fire. शॉर्ट कर जाता है तो क्या होता है? हाई करंट फ्लो करेगा और फायर लगेगा. The human body feels shock because the dash is the current flow through the body. तो क्या होगा? करंट फ्लो करता है बॉडी से. ठीक है. जैसे a rough value of the internal resistance of human body, तो 300 to 1000 के ये ऑप्शन होना चाहिए. ठीक है. A is the correct option. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. इफ द पर्सन अफेक्टेड बाय इलेक्ट्रिकल शॉक become unconscious, stop breathing, but his heart functioning, the most urgent and immediate cure is artificial respiratory. Yeah. As per ABC of first aid, B mean तो breathing. Which of the following is example of a certain signal warning sign which is आपको pedestrian crossing? Which of the following is not recommended for a first aider? Which is the first aider must place a pillow under the head of an unconscious person. Head of an unconscious person. Which sign? तो ये आपको पता है warning sign. Next question. A first aid a victim may require CPR, which stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Aggressive behavior of an employee can be classified such as psychological danger. The shape and color of mandatory sign is, तो mandatory sign का circular का होता है, shape white symbol on the blue background. Category of sign shaped square or oblong with white symbol on green background is information sign. The category of safety sign with a circular shape having black symbol on white background with red border and crossbar is a D option, prohibition sign. In medical first aid, what denotes the DRAB, which means danger response airways breathing. In base life support, the term ABC means, so we know that airway breathing and circulation. Next, hazard and risk का question attempt. Consider the following strategy for mitigating risk under risk response development. First statement is reduce the likelihood that the event will occur. Second is reduce the impact that the adverse event could have on the project. Third is analyze the project to identify source of risk. Fourth is access risk in terms of the severity of impact. Hence 1 and 2 statement is correct. मैच द फॉलोइंग. ठीक है, तो मैच द फॉलोइंग करते हैं. तो आपको पता है कि क्रिटिकल के लिए क्या होता है. तो क्रिटिकल के लिए आपका हो जाएगा रिजल्ट इन सीवियर इंजरी. ठीक है, 4th ऑप्शन. ठीक है, मार्जिनल मीन्स माइनर इंजरी और माइनर सिस्टम डैमेज. ठीक है, और नेग्लिजिबल तो लेस देन माइनर होगा तो 1 हो जाएगा आपका 3rd. ठीक है, कैटोस्ट्रोफिक विच रिजल्ट इन डेथ और टोटल सिस्टम ऑप्शन इज 3 4 2. ठीक, नेक्स्ट विच ऑफ द सिंबल इज यूज्ड फॉर शोइंग टॉक्सिक तो हेंस ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट. ठीक है, सॉरी इट इज बी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. The sound level L is which is a log 10 Q by Q naught. ठीक, for not a cause of accident which is respect for safety. Which of the following help in accident control? तो automatic safety guard, interlock safety guard, trip safety guard and all of these. ठीक, ये सब करते हैं. Which of the following lead to industrial hazard and causes accident? Which is noise and vibration भी करता है, poor lighting, poor ventilation की वजह से भी होता है, heat and humidity and all of these. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Which of the following are the cause of an accident? जिससे ignorance की वजह, curiosity की वजह, indiscipline and all of the above. मैं the following देखते हैं. ठीक है, एक्सीडेंट और सॉल्यूशन क्या है उसका. तो आपका पता है बर्न बाय एसिड. तो आपको पता है कि इसको क्या करोगे, क्लीन यूजिंग रनिंग वाटर. सॉरी, इसको आपका 1 2 3. ठीक है, तो इसको आप क्या करोगे, ड्राई बैंडेज. बर्न बाय मेटल. ठीक है, तो मेटल से अगर जल जाता है तो आप क्या करोगे, रनिंग वाटर से उसको आप धुलोगे, ठीक है। और अगर ब्रीथिंग स्टॉप तो आर्टिफिशियल रेस्पिरेशन दोगे। ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, which one of the following is used to rectify damage to rusted thread? So hence the correct option is A, which is a dye, which should be done immediately if a cylinder leak due to defective valves or safety plug, which is move it to a safe area. The fire triangle in fire hazards is identified as say fuel, oxygen, and heat. An accident is which is a unplanned event, not controlled event, undesirable event. All of the above. Which of the incorrect first aid provided to a person who have an electric hazard, which means immediately keep drinking water. Which is the golden hour for the victim injured on the head with the risk of dying, which is the first 60 minutes. Which of the following are electrical hazard to damage insulation on wire and broken plug, overloaded circuit and flammable material near electrical equipment? All of these. Yeah, next question. Which of the following cannot be used in ex- extinguish on extinguish an electrical fire? First is foam, water, dry powder, and C. A and B is correct. Name the PPE on the figure given below, which its name is with the head shield and a mouth. Okay, next question. The below warning sign indicate which of the following? ठीक है, तो आपको पता है कि रिस्क ऑफ फायर साइन, फायर एंड सेफ्टी का देखते हैं. विच फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर इज यूज टू पुट आउट द फायर ऑफ ऑयली सब्सटेंस? तो आपको पता है फोम. What chemicals are used in foam type fire ex extinguisher, which is Na2CO3 plus AlSO4, which is a sodium bicarbonate and powder of aluminum sulfate? Where a dry chemical fire extinguisher used? Electric fire. Soda acid fire extinguisher is used for which fire? Which is used for a wooden fire. Who is used to extinguish a gas fire, which is a dry powder fire extinguisher? What should be done in case of fire in the workshop? Switch off the electric main supply. Types of fire extinguisher for class A fire, which is water filled extinguisher. Match the following given list. ठीक है, list वन. तो क्लास ए फायर, क्लास बी फायर, क्लास सी, क्लास डी फायर. तो आपको पता है क्लास ए फायर के लिए आप आउट है, ठीक है. क्लास बी फायर विच इज apply for flammable liquid, and C type fire which is on gas and liquefied fire, and D type fire which is belonging to metals. ठीक है, hence option A is correct. Which gas is filled in extinguisher cylinder, which is carbon dioxide? Hal halon extinguisher are filled with which is carbon tetrachloride. Does not cause electric fire, which is an open door. Next one. What type of fire extinguisher is used in case of liquid fire? Class B. Dash is used for the fire caused by electricity in a factory. CTC extinguisher. Class D fire extinguisher are commonly found in a chemical laboratory. They are for fire that involve combustion metals such as magnesium, titanium, potassium, and sodium. The geometric symbol for class D fire extinguisher is in a yellow star. For fire class in which fuel is in which the fuel is gas or liquid. classified gas is which is a class C. तो क्लास ए के लिए सॉलिड फ्यूल कार्बोनियस फायर होता है, बी के लिए लिक्विड फ्यूल, सी के लिए गैस फ्यूल एंड डी के लिए इलेक्ट्रिकल फायर मेटल फायर. व्हाट इज द सीटीसी फाउंड इन फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर मीन which is carbon tetrachloride. Fire caused due to petrol, diesel and oil belong to which category? Say class B. Burning wood is classed as which type of fire? तो आपको पता है क्लास A. To put off class B fire, the type of fire extinguisher used which is a foam type. ठीक है, foam class B type में क्या होता है, ऑयल बेस्ड फायर होता है, इसलिए हम टाइप यूज करते हैं. The three factors that cause fire are oxygen, fuel and which is A. ठीक है, heat. अगला क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Which one of the following fire extinguisher is suitable for live electrical fire which is halon? Question. There are three prerequisites for any fire or explosion to take place. Which one of the following is not included in the three prerequisites, which is nitrogen? The following extinguisher is suitable for cotton or other textile fire, which is water. In case of electric fire, which one of the following should not be used? Put water on it. Which is true regarding CO2 extinguisher? It cannot be used for fire caused due to electrical equipment. To extinguisher fire due to flammable liquids, which type of extinguishing agent is used? Which is a foam. The fuel involved class D fire is metal. Which type of fire extinguisher is used in welding? So this is CO2 extinguisher. Dash is used for fire caused by electricity in a factory, which is I think CTC extinguisher. Next, to control fire from oil, petrol, etc. Which extinguisher is used? Which is foam. Fire can reduce by remove and of evaporated heat का fuel या oxygen, तो fire क्या होगा, कम हो जाएगा. Which of the following is used to extinguish fire? Which is all of the above. Water, chemical है. Extinguishing of fire through the process of isolating the fire from the supply of oxygen by blanketing it with foam, sand. It is known as which is a smoothing. What is the steering in extinguishing of fire? Which is a removing fuel element from the fire. Which method is more effective for extinguishing a fire involving large wood, cloth or paper as a fuel? Which is an of AB. They spraying jet of water on base of the fire and then gradually upward, cutting off the supply of oxygen to the using foam dry powder of CO2. Is related to use of fire extinguisher. The term PASS stand for pull, aim, siege and sweep. Fire class 2 metal are classified as which is classified class D. Which fire extinguisher is used to control class B fire? We know that carbon tetrachloride. Which chemical is used to in soda acid fire extinguisher? Sodium bicarbonate. If your clothes catch fire on the work spot, what do you do first? First is roll over the ground. In case of the electric fire, which one of the following should not be used? Put water on it. The method of fire extinguish by isolating the fire from the supply of oxygen by blanketing it is known as smothering. Extinguishing of a class A category fire is achieved by cooling. The type of fire extinguisher is suitable for class B fire and best situated where contamination by deposit must be avoided in CO2. Class D category of fires are mainly associated with fire on metals. One of the basic way of achieving extinguishing of fire is which is a star. What is the criteria that the employer must ensure when the portable fire extinguishers are present? Which is the should ensure that the extinguishers are fully charged and operate properly. Which one is class C fire? Which is a gas fire. Which one of the following classes of fire is caused due to flammable liquid, which is class B? For fire extinguishers in electrical workshop, which is a fire extinguisher should be available. Bucket filled with sand should be available. There should be an overhead tank filled with water for arrangement of water and all of the above. Which type of fire extinguisher are used in electrical equipment and similar fire installation, hence halon type? The fire extinguisher used to extinguish fire on electrical wire is carbon tetrachloride fire extinguisher. क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. The common method of extinguishing a class of fire is by using foam type of extinguisher. Which fire extinguisher used to extinguish the fire in the electric fire is carbon tetrachloride device. For which of the following classes of fire CO2 extinguisher are used, class B and class D? Which type of fire extinguisher is suited for extinguish electric fire, which is carbon dioxide fire extinguisher? Which of the following fire extinguisher must not be used for fire generated due to electricity, say foam type? Which of the following can be used to extinguish an electric fire, which is a dry sand? Which of the following material is filled in halon fire extinguisher in borochloro-difluoro? Which colored band denote the carbon dioxide content in the fire extinguisher, which is a black? Which classes of fire are caused by flammable liquids such as petrol, tar, paint, which is a class B fire? What is the main element used in wet chemical fire extinguisher, which is potassium? Which of the following is not a cause of fire, which is a reverse connection in three-phase motor? Foam and dry powder fire extinguisher are used for which type of fire, which is class B? Which type of extinguisher is used to put off electric fire, which is carbon dioxide? Which of the following classes of fire including caused by electrical equipment, which is a class D? अब बाकी का पार्ट 2 में कवर करेंगे. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe the channel.